So what we will be looking at today are, first of all, what are the new permitted development rights? I say new, but they've been in existence for 2 or 3 years now. What limitations are there? What buildings do they apply to? What are the local planning authorities' powers to resist these permitted development rights? And any proposals that the government has for reform of these permitted development rights and other permitted development rights. And another appeal decision, or rather a High Court case, before we get on to the mechanics of the permitted development rights, is the Brent case. Now, this particular situation has been looked at quite a lot of times, not only by the courts, but by the planning inspectorate. And it is this: does a house in multiple occupation, or an HMO, enjoy the same permitted development rights as an ordinary dwelling house in one occupation? And the answer has always been yes. If you are looking to extend a property under permitted development rights, whatever that extension might be, whether or not it is an ordinary dwelling occupied by one family, or a house in multiple occupation occupied by several people, it is still a dwelling house for the purposes of the General Permitted Development Order and enjoys all the permitted development rights that exist for a dwelling house. Now, I'm very surprised that Brent challenged this particular matter in the High Court, but the court again confirmed that an HMO, house in multiple occupation, is a dwelling for the purposes of the General Permitted Development Order and therefore can be extended under it. So do be aware of it, do remember it, and that is the most recent case in connection with this. Now, since 6th of April 2020, minimum space standards apply to all residential development. So you can't just build flats of any old size above properties. They have to be, if they're one bedroom, at least 37 square metres, and if it's a 2-bedroom flat, it has to be at least 50 square metres. Previously, under permitted development law, a report found that only 22% of flats granted under permitted development met the space requirements, whereas in planning permission granted 73% did. Obviously, those space requirements apply.